And now, two more surfers will enter the lineup. One of them, well, she is a 7-time world champion. Stephanie Gilmore going up against Bronte Macaulay. Don't worry about what you're seeing on paper. These heats are wild. Anything can happen. Expect the unexpected. This has been a real story of upsets, wild cards, replacements doing big damage to our top field.
Carissa Moore already had a 9.5 today, so the excellent scores are out there as we're seeing a replay of our surfer in white, Bronte Macaulay from Gracetown, Australia. Just clean, beautiful lines, a little bit more aggression in her surfing. I like it. This wave, great choice. Getting a clean coping on the inside and finishing strong on the inside.
17 minutes to go for Tatiana and Sage. And here goes Stephanie Gilmore. You can't say Stephanie without thinking of the word style. Considered the most stylish surfer on the planet. 4 turns like that. Nice slidey snap there for Steph.
So she's in the secondary heat, Chris, and she caught that wave under the priority of Tatiana Weston-Webb and Sage Eriksson. And Stephanie taking off very, very deep in the sandy part of the water. You can see how the wave, she's already covered about 50 meters of ride and surfing top to bottom, really clean and flowy. We had a chance to interview her yesterday and asked her about the similarities between snapper and barra, and she said, it's scary. She's human. If she doesn't catch the wave, she's not going to get the scores. As we see Bronte having a look at this one.
Bronte straight up into that backside snap, a smaller looking wave, but giving her some opportunity here. Love this part of the wave. As it grows down the line, you're able to build so much speed. Looking for the big finish. Slides the fins out a little bit.
She surfed it really well, Chris. Top to bottom, quick, aggressive.
Right before that, we saw Stephanie Gilmore.
A different approach than what we saw her on yesterday. She was an MR twin fin for the Icon seat, and now on her trusted thruster DHD, looking really nice, pivoting her board a little bit better than yesterday. That MR just allowing her to generate speed, but this board she can do anything on.
And we head back out into a firing lineup here at Barra De La Cruz. It is none other than Stephanie Gilmore, 7-time world champion, the most stylish surfer on the planet. She's got 19 minutes to go, but this wave she's on right now is such a beauty of the line. You see basically that trend of nice wall on the outside. It kind of flattens out a little bit through this inside section, but here we go. Boomerang time. Speed burst for Stephanie Gilmore. Looks like she's tucked up into a nice little tube. Will she reappear?
And is going to regain her priority. This wave, so clean. And look at the size of this wave, Chris. Overhead, really clean cards. Stephanie aware that sometimes she isn't over aggressive. She doesn't really, she knows everyone loves the way she looks on a wave, but sometimes she knows that she's got to put just a little bit more emphasis on the power and on the aggression. As she stalls on the inside section, you can see how far she rode this wave, as we say in Mexico, hasta la cocina, all the way to the kitchen. Unfortunately, the wave closes out for her. As we see a beautiful looking angle of our surfer in white. It is Bronte having a look at this one, Chris.
Late drop on her backhand, straight up into the lip. That's the type of combination you need to employ if you want to beat Stephanie Gilmore. Third turn in, another solid bash on her backhand. Now setting things up for the inside section. You know the judges are perking up now, seeing what she's going to do to finish. Finishes with a fourth turn. Not a super long wave, but very impactful in that outside section. She needs a 5.16 to improve above what Stephanie Gilmore has done. That's going to be a close call.
A barrel nor a maneuver on the inside. Bronte, though, different wave.
That was so cool. I mean, how did she get to her feet so fast, straight into a bottom turn? That was impressive.
Look at this maneuver right here. Clean burst of water up and above the lip, top to bottom so far. And this wave, we talked about the differences in how it hugs this bank, connects with the lip. It's not that difficult.
Can't help it. Feel bad for Sage Eriksson. That's just competition surfing for you. Doesn't always come down to performance on waves. There are technical things that can happen to stop your roll. But nothing's going to stop the roll of Stephanie Gilmore on this wave. Yes, you know she loves to ride the tube. And she is one of the most dominant surfers and one of the best surfers ever.
Almost the entire ride. Lovely bottom turn from Steph. A little bit more oomph, a little bit more aggression, pushing harder. And well, the wave, when it passes the mid-mark, usually tends to grow, and it is exactly what happened. Always giving that glassy section through the midsection of the wave. And well, Steph was really smart about this read. Most likely getting a little bit of influence from yesterday's heat. She got a beautiful barrel with a cheater 5 on that MR, and now does it again on the inside section. Somehow manages to get that back foot on the tail of the board. Come down to Oaxaca with a full quiver of surfboards. Anything from a 5.2 twin fin, like what Kaipo likes to ride, just cool, cruisy down the line, or you can come down with an 8-footer and go to Puerto and get absolutely shacked like you like to do, Chris.
Bronte Macaulay trying to tackle this wave and garner herself something above a 6.31. If she can achieve this upset, she will go on to our list of surfers that have done great things.
Here we go. Bronte Macaulay, just a really cool tag on that inside set. Strider told us that there's still barrels out the back. So you want to guarantee yourself an excellent score? Go way deep, get absolutely shacked, disappear from view, and then do what Bronte Macaulay is doing here on the inside section. Top to bottom, you have to make sure to link that maneuver. This section, very, very tricky. Why? On her backhand, it is so different. We have the 7-time world champion currently in the lead, taking off on this wave. This could potentially be the last exchange. Nice, clean carve for Steph. Beautiful looking wave, and pushing a little bit more water on that maneuver. And a third, you can see how the wave just keeps giving it to her. More and more sections. The gift that keeps on giving. Que regalo. What a gift.
Bronte Macaulay just had a front row seat to a movie she did not want to watch, the Stephanie Gilmore show. Wisely kicking out right there. Does not want to tussle with an uphill landing in that dangerous shore break section.
And managed to make it around that section. Stephanie Gilmore, on the other hand, really clean, powerful, in the pocket surfing. We know she's smooth. We know she's stylish, but just adding that element of aggression to her surfing, pushing a little bit harder on that maneuver. This is potentially going to be her best ride. Just really clean. Excellent wave selection, leaning a little bit on her back foot to slow herself down. Now, could it have gone excellent? I think so. But this section said, no, señorita.
That was dramatic. That was dangerous. We need you, Stephanie. And here we go. This is the last opportunity for Bronte Macaulay. Looking for a 7.67. Great start there. Will the wall work with her and allow her to get involved? She's waiting for it to form back up. Fading back. She would need a miracle section on the inside, which will not appear. Well, never give up. That's how you got to surf these heats. Speedy section through that inside. She was looking for a 7.67. She would have needed a really solid wave. We'll be advancing through of our hard-charging Bronte Macaulay, who was really in control of that heat for 30 minutes of it.
Yeah, the last two rides from Stephanie Gilmore really kind of separated herself from Bronte. And it is really interesting to see how those medium-sized waves once again are providing those big opportunities. Stephanie had those big waves towards the beginning, but too flat. Bronte Macaulay, if she would have been lucky enough for this wave to get a little bit bigger on the inside and grow, the surfing that she's doing, that top to bottom attack on that inside section, that almost excellent ride. But it is Stephanie who takes it away.
Stephanie makes her victory lap in. We've got more action to come. Men's round 16 coming up next. You're watching the Corona Open Mexico presented by Quiksilver.